Ravender first up for the team 2. Already popping up cities versus Earthfire. Gonna be Elemental Shaman instead of Enhancement, but it looks like he's just getting suppressed by the shots and the pet damage out of this Beastmaster Hunter. Like Lassa on to Ravender as he's got himself a little bit of a... Actually, not even taking any damage whatsoever. Gonna be a freezing trap onto that Earth Elemental. Earthfire just looking to jump off the bridge. Just trying to find some cover from the shots fired. Gonna be the crow swinging around the corner as Ravender not getting much of an opportunity. Like the Venthyr set you got going on. That vampire set with the Dark Ranger mod gonna be immediate feign death as soon as the Primordial Bolt connects. So it's trying to deny Earthfire X any kind of burst opportunity. Gonna be the Sky Fury Totem down for the count. Looks like it's gonna be there for a bit. Gonna be like Lasso. Ravender does bust out in with a trinket. Gonna be Earthfire kind of lowish on health. Ravender disengaging around the corner, trying to reconnect back with our fire. He's out in the open, trying to again go for cover, find cover. This is going to be a chimeric poison, slowing him down, silencing him. Then reduce how much damage and healing he does. War Step around the corner, does stump down Ravender, as well as the pets, but the Beastmaster Hunter stun. Knocked back onto Ravender, doesn't knock the pets back super far. Cobra shot to follow after that kill shot, and Ravender looking for the reset. Man, this is super aggressive. With DJ, is it DJ Flex up next? Looks like it's not. It looks like it's gonna be a Bellator. Sees Ravender. It's gonna be immediate freezing trap. Does he have a trinket for it? Looks like he just burned a trinket. Gonna be a knockdown to Ravender. Definitely needs something. Gonna be feign death as the Void Outbreaker comes out. Prepped it ahead of time as they saw the burst coming out of for Bellator. Needs to slow down the warrior as best as possible. Bellator has the pets that he can give attention to and build resources off of. Gonna be a death shock him, slicing right through Bellator. Explosion coming through. It's gonna turn around onto one of the pets for just a second. Does he to get himself as much stuff as possible? It looks like just like the Shaman, he's gonna jump off the bridge, find himself a little bit of cover. Ravender's pets are actually doing quite a number onto Bellator. The crows on top of it, playing the full crows build. Look at it. He's got crows as pets. He got crows the talent. He got crows all over the place. Literally bird woman over here. With a reflect out for Bellator in case there's a freezing trap laden out for him. Ravender is trying to see if they can create some bit of line of sight, pulling the pets back, not letting Bellator just absolute rampage on the pets with a series set, proccing in that reckless abandon over and over. Stun onto Bellator, no way for him to get out of it. Ravender trying to keep Bellator out in the open, gonna be charged to reconnect. Massive heal for Bellator with Enrage Regeneration. It's gonna be Death Shock burning right through him right after. That's gonna be Enrage Regeneration falling off, kill shot away, and oh, Ravender! 4% damage buff on Cobra shots, kill commands, and a 4% pet damage buff, and apparently that was just enough for him. Apparently that was literally enough for Ravender to just like start dominating as a Beastmaster Hunter. I feel like it's been a bit since we've seen Beastmaster Hunter join the 5v5 duels. I know they're good in arenas, but it's been a while since we've seen them join duels. But damn, the damage they got going on. Maybe it's the build that Ravender is playing. Maybe it's like Crows, Death Chakram, and the pet damage double pet, Cobra shot spam. Maybe that's what's really giving him a lot of opportunity. Kragma is going to be up next as Ravender tried to see if he can slow him down. Gonna be jumping off the side. Kragma trying to see if he might be able to reconnect with him. Gus Wall rolling in. That's gonna be a big blade with a tier set. Ravender definitely needs to remove that blade as soon as possible. Sundry Kragma does have a chicken for it. Might want to use it. It's gonna be Barskin. Just trying to see if the Barskin might be enough with the friends in reach on. It is gonna be some healing reduced right after with the chimeric poison. It's gonna go into bear form, trying to give himself even more self-healing as possible. Ravender kinda half-ish health. Kragma definitely under half. Gonna be a scary beast to try to give him a little bit of extra CC. And Ravender going for yet another scare, but just trying to control Kragma as best as possible. Got a concussive shot. Kragma able to finally get himself a regrowth. No interrupts for Ravender for a second. Does finally land it there. As the spats are actually doing quite a bit of a damage. Gonna be more regrowths for Kragma. Flesh cut for Ravender, trying to make sure that they're super healthy. Kragma did not get to recover that much of health around the corner. I think it just might be over with those pets. Normally those pets don't really do that much damage for PvP, but it looks like those pets auto attack damage. It's actually decent enough. Flesh Cut does not have an intro by the looks of it, so it looks like Kragma could have channeled full Flesh Cut, but decided against it, staying in that bear form. I think maybe trying to see if he can tank up this damage a little bit. But it looks like Ravender is going to be able to land that kill shot, shooting down the kitty cat. DJ Flex trying to see if he can out hunter the hunter. Gonna be dropping down that flayed shot onto the crow of Ravender. This way Ravender, if they go for a feign death, they cannot remove that flayed shot. It is always going to be there. That means free kill shots for DJ Flex. He doesn't care about the flayed shot shadow damage on Ravender, but rather he cares to make sure those kill shots follow through, tossing out, lobbing them grenades onto Ravender, trying to make sure there's a serpent sting on him at all times. If he can't be next to Ravender, at least there's going to be dots on him at all times. Ravender has a port available Used to somehow get some kind of burst pressure and damage versus DJ Flex, or maybe find himself a camo and go for a bit of a reset. Definitely needs to figure out the one to have the pet stay on DJ. Looks like it's going to be a camo attempt, but the pet's have bleeds on him. Revendare is not able to really get himself a good setup. That's going to be a kill shot to follow. Big bleeds, and Revendare go for as much self-healing as humanly possible. Battle Master Stricken together with acceleration. Is this where they're going to press offensive, trying to see if they might be able to make a play versus DJ Flex. The next Grows and the next Death Chakram could potentially be massive versus DJ, especially if Revendare has a stun together with it. DJ no longer has a trinket, so the next person to land a stun could be the winner here. DJ trying to see if he can put in the pressure. Does Revendare have anything to follow? Gonna be a stun out of DJ Flex. Revendare might be going down to the Marcus Bite and the kill shot. That's trying to see if they can out hunter a hunter with Chicago up next. Chicago rolling in with the Elemental Ghost Wolves or Ghost Raptors build, yeah? Yeah, they are. Static Tone to try to put DJ Flex in place. He decides, you know what? I'm going to Turtle out of here. Go for a bit of a reset. Chicago looking to try to see if they can maybe reconnect with the Hunter, but a Freezing Trap is going to stop them in their tracks. And likely, unless the Earth Elemental is super good about keeping pressure and aggro onto DJ, that isn't going to be DJ at least denied camo. Try to go for a bit of a feign death. The pet is still under a lot of pressure. It is still aggroed. As long as Chicago making sure to at least keep some kind of like a flame shock effect on the pet, anything that will definitely keep DJ Flex in combat. If he tries to camo and the pet has any kind of damage or taking any kind of damage whatsoever, then DJ will not be able to get himself a clean reset. The only way he gets himself a proper clean one is if maybe the pet dies and then DJ is just solo by himself. And if he camos, then he'll be in a decent spot. The pet is kind of down below, still fighting the Earth Elemental. DJ's out here with Chicago. Lobbing grenade stunned. It's going to be tricky for Chicago. Immediate wall to follow him. And DJ dropping down a steel trap, trying to keep Chicago away from him. But like Chicago is going to be able to bust out of there pretty quickly. DJ definitely needs a freezing trap as soon as possible. The Ghost Raptors could eat that trap, if anything, though. But the Ghost Raptors looks like they're focusing down on the Raptor of DJ. They're focusing on Pet rather than on the Hunter. That is one of the disadvantages of playing Enhancement, is you can't really control your Ghost Raptors super well. I think it was actually maybe a free proc Rapture from Chicago. That might have been a tier set proc Rapture. Gonna be static tournament. DJ Flex looks like he's caught in. Needs to take down tournament as soon as possible. Chicago finally gets to close the gap for a second, but this looks like it's gonna be a steel trap to stop him in place. Again, the Ghost Raptors just gotta turn attention onto the main pet of DJ. It looks like DJ finally does get himself some sort of reset for Chicago. Is there a flame shock roll on the pet? Looks like the maybe. He's trying to play a little bit more careful with the manning advantage, but at 80% dampening, it is quite reduced. Maybe he can stay away from Chicago long enough to try to get a camo, but looks like the Frost Check is going to send him back into combat. Stun on Chicago. Maybe DJ can make some work here. He's going to go for the stun and try to see if he can keep Chicago away from him. Maybe can get himself a proper camo. It's going to board back towards his side of the arena. But with Chicago picking up the eyes, there's really not much DJ Flex can really do to hide. He has a freezing trap waiting for Chicago. And he's going to kind of keep the freezing trap in the room. Big LA blast on the DJ. Again, just under pressure. Finally, the Raptors do the work and they're attacking the right target. DJ actually under ton of pressure. Next lightning bolt is probably going to be end over. And Chicago does end up taking him out with Grundal. Last one over for the team. One up. Nags bash on to Chicago. Probably waiting to get a big bleed set up. Massive bleeds are available. Chicago trying to see if they can keep the kitty in place together, away from Capacitor Totem, but at least keep him away in the static totem to try to fence him off away from the rest of the society. And Chicago is looking for the recovery, still bleeding profusely. Definitely need to get out the stitches and try to suture himself back up. Try to find a way to recover. He's gonna go for a wall really early as Grundal swings by him. But Grundal's looking more for a reset. Going to be the Raptors keeping him out in combat. Grundal may have a prowl with that incarnation still available though, so you may be able to force a prowl. Either way, it looks like incarn is over. I think that opportunity is gone. Grundal disoriented the pets. I really dislike how the Raptors got disoriented for a second by a bear, and they're like, all right, well, there's this guy we were just biting earlier, but now we're just gonna let him go. We're just gonna disconnect. I hate that. I wish there was better control for Enhancement Shaman over your pets. Kind of like how, kind of like how Elemental Shaman gets good better control of their pets with Primal Elementalist, or Unholy Death gets track of their pets. Because not really pets, but it still would be a very, very nice quality of life update for PvP. Just using your pets to not like a stealthy escape, my god. Because sometimes the AI, it's not the greatest. It's like the Tyrant for Demonology Warlocks. It's supposed to be the demonic commander, the brains of the operation, and sometimes does really, really silly stuff in the end. But Chicago, I think maybe was trying to see if they could go for a big X burst with Grundal. Looks like the Feral got nothing really left of this, but it's just a Chicago just waited it out. I think maybe trying to see if they could go for like some kind of an execute play. Literally dancing on him. Not really giving him much of a respect there. Going to be an interrupt into a Sunder. One more heal for Feral. I think it's going to be over. Just not giving him respect whatsoever. What is this? Chicago! Does end up taking him out though. And now it's going to be 3 for Rivendare, 2 for Chicago. And I think it was Flags that was the only one who would be able to shut down Rivendare, man. Only a Hunter can stop a Hunter. Dude, BM damage has got a lot better. Even like BM damage was pretty good before this, but damn.